Alright, so here is how I did the joinery for this leg. This is one of the side legs, so it has the X on the visible side, and on the inside it has just a piece straight across the middle. Obviously this hasn't been sanded, you can still see all the glue, but the leg that I'm going to assemble and show you how the joinery is our middle leg, and it's the only leg that doesn't have this piece. It actually has an X on the front and an X on the back, so it can be viewed from both sides and it looks the same. So I'll show you how I do that. Now these are all the pieces for that leg. These are the outside 2x4 pieces. There's this one and this one. You can see that all my dowel holes are already drilled, and these are the longer pieces. I've got everything labeled: A, 1, top, bottom, B. This is, well, that's marked over here, but this is my A side and this is my B side, and that way, because all these miters were cut and everything, I wanted everything to lay out right, so I had to keep everything marked for where it was and where it was cut. Now I made all the dowels on all these pieces using this self-centering dowel jig from Task. You can see the lines. You line them up with the lines in the dowel. In the doweling jig, you clamp it down and clamp this to your workbench and then drill in. For the 2x4, obviously I can't clamp this anyway on there. So what I did was I clamped it to this block, made reference marks on the block, drilled both holes, and that way the holes on this block are spaced like the holes on this, and I was able to use my reference mark with my other reference mark, clamp this, treat it like it's a doweling jig, and drill carefully, because it's not metal, but carefully straight through there to get my holes. So that's how it was built, and we're going to start to assemble it. I'm going to start with this A side. So I've got 3/8 inch dowels that are 2 inches long, and we are literally just going to shove them in these two holes to start. And then this is hole 2, which hole 2 and top, that's the top. So that guy is going to go in there. And I've got 4 and 4. So again, in there, stick some dowels in both of these. And I'm going to set this aside for now, and that's the last piece to go on. So I'm going to assemble all my A's. This is A, this one's A, that one's A. So I'm going to assemble these. That is bottom A, so I know that bottom A is also going to follow that. So that will slide in there with that dowel pin that I put in there. Is that right? No. Whoops, that was backwards. Gotta get this dowel out now. So, bottom and bottom, I didn't think that looked right. There's that, and then top to top. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick all the dowels in for this X section. These all correspond with these holes. So I've got top A, A1. So I remember, just because the reference marks that I made, A1 goes here. So this whole guy is going to get flipped. Looks like that. A1 is going to go there. and it's going to slide in just like such. And this is obviously a weaker joint. It'll be fine when it's glued and secured with these two, but there's only this one dowel holding it, so it's going to spin there. Whereas this one has these two dowels holding it, so it's not, I mean, it's just spinning the whole structure until these get in. So that's the A section. This is the B section. It's going to go together exactly the same. I've got my bottom, which is going to be this guy. Got my top, which is going to be this guy. This is obviously a dry assembly. I will glue it up when I know that the dry assembly fits, which in this case I know. I'm just showing you because you asked. So I'm making you this fancy pants video. All right, now top B, B hole. So this one goes like this. I remember that I had my whole piece. This is my whole X. These are my half X's. And on the next X, this one is a whole piece. And these are my halves. So I know that this needs to go like this. And I'm going to drop it in the dowels if I can find them. There's a slight gap in between each one, in between these here. Now here's the tricky part, and this is the part that sucks when it comes to gluing up. This is why I've left them all here. You have a tendency to want to start on this end and kind of bring it down. It's not going to work like that. You have to sit it flush and hope and pray that you've made all your marks correctly. Otherwise, this will never go together. And so that's there for the most part. Get a small clamp, just because I don't want to really be banging on it yet. And then obviously when I glue it, this particular one, I figured I need 12 clamps, 1, 2, 1 to hold here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then on the other X, 8, 9, 10, 11, and another in the middle. And I used just these cut off pieces of scrap, and they sit here, and you know, they're guards for the clamps. They sit here, and both sides, 1 and 2, and they just protect the wood so that I can clamp it up and glue it. So this is going to be a fun glue up. It's probably going to suck. I've got some Type Bond 3 for the extra working time, but this will hold just fine now that the dowels are in. So that is the leg. Everything lined up pretty good. That won't even need sanding. Neither will that one. You got a little bit of planing there, and roll of tape. That'll need a little sanding, and that'll need a little sanding, but all in all, lined up pretty good. So there you go, guy.